I guess probably the most types of content that I like to share are around social media, because there's still so many dealers there's no time to put the effort in it. I don't think it's so much lack of want to put the effort in it, at least not in my experience with the people I know. It's the time that they have to put the effort that's required into it. And most people don't want to pay someone. I mean, really pay someone. I've more often than not, it's, oh, my kid's, doing it. My kid's in college, and I just to give him a part-time job, he can post content for our social media. Okay, I guess. But is the goal of your social media to just check a box, like, hey, we're doing social media? Is that all it is? Then that's fine. Then have whoever you want, unqualified, qualified. Don't vet anybody, and have someone just check that box for you. If that's your goal and that's your strategy, no judgment. That's fine. But let me tell you what happens when you do have a goal and you do have a strategy for your social media. And your goal and your strategy, don't say to me, I want to sell cars from it. So an immediate ROI on social media is, and I know there's tons of people who are going to disagree with me on this, it's really hard to prove that this person liked our Facebook post, therefore they came into the store and they bought a car. At best, it's a branding play for your dealership, for that model, for your brand, for your people. And if you present it that way, if you develop your strategy with that in mind, that this is the way to get in front of more eyes, that's when you really can succeed at social media. That's when you really can see the positives about social media. So I was watching a video today by a store out in Hesperia, I think it is. And it was a great video. It had great production quality, had tons of engaging character to it. I thought they did a fantastic job. And they didn't even talk about a car. I think that was awesome. They had shares, they had likes, they had views, they had comments, and they didn't talk about a car. Now, I want you to think about that for a minute. For all the times that you posted, hey, this car is for sale, and nobody looked at it, you got crickets. Is that really doing you any favors? So change up how you think about what you want your strategy to be. Don't make your strategy about, I want to sell cars from it, and you can actually come up with some pretty good content ideas. So I would really challenge you to pull your salespeople, pull your service advisors, pull your public-facing employees at your dealership, and ask what they think would do really well on social media. What kind of videos would they make if they were running the social media for your dealership? I guarantee you're going to come up with someone who's going to have great ideas. And not only that, you can find someone who probably is pretty adept at social media as well. So a big personality, and then you can follow the trends. You can do what I did, look up obscure holidays and start celebrating them. I have a friend at a dealership in, oh God, he's going to hate me, Georgia, who posted a video where his leadership served banana splits to customers and employees of the dealership on Banana Split Day. So they got ice cream, bananas, whipped cream, all the toppings, everything like that. And it was awesome. It was absolutely great. They got tons of engagement, tons of eyes. And that's the whole goal. Because if you're thinking that the people who are on social media are low funnel auto intenders and that all you're doing is pushing cars, you're absolutely doing it wrong. They're not low funnel auto intenders. People just scrolling through social media might not even be in the market for the car today, but they will eventually. And I've said this 1,000 times. You should be handling all of your marketing with long game strategy in mind. I'll repeat that. You should be handling handling all of your marketing efforts with long game strategy in mind. What does that mean? Well, you're not just trying to sell that one car, one customer, one car, and then you're done and you never talk to them again, are you? Your goal is to sell that one customer the 8 to 10 cars that they're going to buy in their lifetime, right? Okay, so why wouldn't you want to make it fun, make it engaging, make it relevant, and create that seed so that when they are in the market for a car, when they are looking for a car, they're thinking, I wonder what those guys sell, or I wonder how much inventory they have, or I wonder if they can get me my car. You want to be in the consideration set. It doesn't really matter what you sell. You could sell golf carts, motorcycles, planes, it doesn't matter. But put that seed in their head so that they're going to look for more information from you, that they're going to seek out what it is you do. I do that every time I see a post from a creator that I don't know about. If they're associated with a dealership, if they're associated with a business of some kind, I'm going to go look at the business. I know not everybody shops or scrolls through social media like I do, but what I'm saying is that particular, John Q average shopper or Jane Q average shopper, they're absolutely having those seeds planted in their head of different levels of engagement with regards to social media. So think of social media, I'm going to completely get totally blown up about this. Think of your social media as your top tier in your marketing funnel, above your tier 1 stuff. Think of it as that before someone even starts thinking they want a car. If you think of it in those terms, that I'm going to put that seed in someone's head before they even know they're looking for a car. So by the time we get to the point when they're looking for a car, oh man, I want to buy a car from those guys. Because I guarantee you, there's kids out there like that Mopar Brody that I didn't know I knew he sold Dodges. I didn't even know he was a salesperson. I thought he was just a spokesperson for a long time. But he's actually a salesperson. Casa Nissan is another one. They do challenges all the time in the dealership, but they don't talk about cars. They have a huge following. So those strategies work. My buddy at that store at Regal Nissan out in Georgia, he actually is the one doing the social media stuff. He's actually one doing the ideas for posting, and he's great at it. He doesn't have a lot of time because he's the GSM, but he's great at it. So my point is that social media needs to be your long game strategy. That's how you have to think about it. You can't think about it like, oh, the ROI on social media isn't worth the effort. Then you're looking at it wrong. You're absolutely looking at it wrong. I see so many people who have social media accounts and all you see on there are cars, or all you see on there are people talking about cars. I actually had someone argue with me one day because all he posted on their social media account was videos of walkarounds on cars. Like, this car's for sale, it's awesome, come down and see me, it's this price. And I'm like, that's great. What other kind of content do you produce? And he's like, no, that's it. I got a ton of followers. Well, I actually looked at the followers, which you can do too. It's all the same people. It's literally nobody new. It's all the same people. And half of them work at the dealership. So you want new eyes. That's the goal and strategy of your social media accounts, is to get new eyes, new followers, new people to engage with your company at that top, above tier 1 level, very, very tip top above the marketing funnel. We're trying to get them into the marketing funnel. That's what you should think about with your strategy with social media, because that's what's going to get you the long game. That's what's going to make that sale. Now, it's not going to be 24 hours from now, even 48 hours from now. It might be 6 months from now. But keep playing with a long game strategy in mind, and that's where social media will pay off. I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Happy selling.